All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to Star Talk today with maybe the biggest legend in terms of being famous. Yeah, thank
Keep
you
going,
for
keep
keep
going.
going. I mean,
Most famous?
seven America's Cup,
Can't you make it 9?
two Volvo Ocean Race, one victory in the Volvo,
Still money.
one gold star in the Star.
Only one?
But people don't know, 4 times on the podium at the Star World Champion, 4 bronze medals, correct?
I think
Yes.
you're right.
2 Olympic Games. The last one in Athens with
yeah.
Phil Trinter.
Yeah.
Star Sailors League, of course, and TP52. I mean, you are the hero of sailing. I mean, in Italy, people know you better than any other Italian sailor. How does it feel to be such a rock star, Paul?
Well, it's fun. I mean, Italy is the country where I'm best known, actually, even though I'm American. You know, Italy is a country of passionate sports enthusiasts, and when it's World Cup soccer or even the America's Cup, you know, they really get behind their teams. It doesn't really matter if they understand the sport or not. They just really get attracted to the competition and the national pride and the personalities. I had the fortune of working for a great personality, Mr. Raul Gardini, and, you know, very charismatic, successful man, and so we were a great team, and we had great results, winning the Louis Vuitton Cup and taking Italy to the America's Cup for the first time, the final. And you know, that's lasted in Italy, and I think I learned to speak Italian, and my daughter was born in Milan, and
He
so
speaks perfect Italian, we have to say.
I think all that helps to bond, to make the bond between myself and what's a fantastic country. I think everybody loves Italy.
That's true. Also the food and the girls.
Even you, do you,
Yes,
do you
yes.
know anything about Italy?
Yes, I fall in love to the pasta. And
not her
but
name.
what was the biggest? I mean, if you look back now, I mean, now it's more than 30 years of a sailing career. What is the biggest for you? The biggest moment, not the biggest achievement. What is the biggest thing in life? In
You know what?
sailing
I'm
life?
going to tell you something that probably is going to surprise you, maybe, but in 2008, I had a family boat, a 50-foot boat, and I learned a lot about myself actually sailing around the world. And it wasn't about winning and losing, it was about surviving, and even when times are really, really tough, understanding that you will overcome and building that self-confidence and reliance on yourself and your teammates. And I wanted to give that to my children. So in 2008, when my daughter was a senior in high school and she was on the sailing team and my son was 1 year older, I raced to Hawaii with 6 children from the high school sailing team. And to see them grow, actually one other adult was on the boat, Ralphie Steitz,
Yes.
who you know is a well-known German sailor. So Ralphie and I took 6 kids and raced to Hawaii, and just to watch the kids grow themselves
On
on
the
their
ocean.
on the ocean, on their own. They were timid and afraid as we went out under the Golden Gate Bridge, and by the time we were coming down into Hawaii, they were calling for jibes and, you know, let's put the bigger kite up, Dad, come on, let's get going, you pussy. And, you know, just to see the kids grow that way. So as a life experience for me to pass something like that on to my children, I think is the greatest thing I could do in sailing.
I mean, now you even race with your son Danny. You did the Worlds last year.
Yeah, so, you know, I crewed for Danny last year at the Star Worlds, and it wasn't really about being in the top 10. You know, we were quite a bit underweight, but it was about sailing together.
And
it
you
was-
were crewing, right?
I crewed for him because I wanted him to have the experience.
And he lost the mast.
yeah, I broke 2 masts for poor Danny. Bad experience for Danny. But his grandfather came also, who's a Star World champion and silver medalist from the Olympics, Pelle Pedersen, and so we had 3 generations of star sailors there. And sailing is my life, as you know, Friedhof. I've been sailing for 50 years now, and so to pass that on to my children is, and to see them genuinely have an interest like Danny does is very satisfying.
That's great. And what is in the future your goal? I mean, you train every day. I see you walking around here. You look extremely fit. I mean, you don't look like a potato couch. You must go to the gym every day. So there must be a goal in the future as well.
Well, as far as I do go to the gym every day when I'm home, and I try to do as much as I can on the road, but that's just me. That's my DNA. I like to be fit. It's not that I'm specifically training like I did for Athens. But you know, the world, I still feel pretty competitive in the Star, and you know, sailing has a lot of variables in it, and so when you get all the variables lined up, then you win. And so I think I still have a few more years to stay competitive, and if I get everything lined up in a World Championship, maybe I could win again.
Star World Championship.
Yeah, Star World Championship, and so you know, that keeps me motivated. And races like the SSL, which are very, very competitive, are extremely good training for me.
Great.
Yeah.
And you use your private plane a lot?
I have a small airplane. I am a pilot. That's one of my passions.
I had to drop it.
Yeah, well.
Also one of the best paid sailors of all time, of course.
Anyway, sailing's been very good to me, and flying is very similar to sailing. The science of flying, the navigation of flying is very similar. I love flying my airplane. It's a small plane, but I'm very passionate about it.
Great. So Paul, thank you very much.
Good
luck today, and of course good luck for the season and for the Worlds in Oxford.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.